What's up, guys? Vince right here, and welcome back to VinzTalk, where I talk to you guys about the news or what's going on. It's my version of like any other talk shows, or basically like like what Chris D'Elia does when it comes down to a solo podcast, just recording yourself and just talking to yourself in the mic and just hoping anything makes sense. Just like the topics in this particular video, it's gonna be a short one because I don't plan to have these longer. Then again, I would actually say that it's a short one when it's not, and usually it just goes on for at least a good amount of minutes of whatever topics I'm about to talk about. So, let's just get into it. So, pretty much as I finished my reads and stuff like that, I just got back from going to I just got back, pretty much one of my friends took me to a sushi vendor, and man, those things are not cheap. But also went shopping, and also, went to the outlet, and my feet are tired. So as I'm recording this, I just got back and I am beyond exhausted. So if I sound beyond tired, you probably know why. Other than that, time to talk about stuff that I didn't realize I would talk about. But yeah, that video I made about the whole face reveal. It's about the whole dreams thing, especially when that thing was going on for, I don't know. The hype was high. And I know Dreams. If you don't know who he is, like, come on. Like, beyond, like, anyone that ever cares about Minecraft, I don't really much. Even though I think a couple days ago I tried to download and play some Minecraft. And I was like, man, this is actually, you have to pay, but not pay for the installer itself. Like, I don't know. I got confused at some points, even though the installer is for you to pay, and I would make sense of that. But I was like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, he is pretty much like, come on. I think there was someone saying like DNF, and I don't know what that means. And I'm like, wait, you don't support DNF? And I was like, what the hell is DNF? And I found out later it's something has to be related to freaking Dreams or a shipping thing. I'm not into shipping. I'm not into shipping, content creators to random other people. I feel like that's kind of weird, honestly. Maybe it's different when it comes down to, anime characters or fictional characters. But when it comes down to just, actual YouTubers, like the whole Markiplier and Jacksepticeye thing, if anybody is, if anyone remembers that, in the past, that's one of those examples that I just really don't like. And it doesn't, I'm not fun for that, especially when it comes to whatever, like this whole DNF thing that I never heard about. Maybe I'm too old or something, or maybe I just don't care. But Dreams, speaking of people I don't care, yeah, I did a freaking face reveal, and I kind of just mocked that with my own kind of face reveal-ish via YouTube. Of me doing my typical reads, which is boyfriends. And to be honest, at this point, I feel like boyfriends is the only time you ever watch me, because that's the most views I get ever at any video. But yeah, it's kind of like the most, I did like basically a parody, and of course I didn't show my face. I show my hand. You can call that a hand reveal, but man, I did not show my face at all. And also, let me be honest. My camera quality, my selfie cam, or my iPhone in general, is not doing too hot. Like, there's something wrong with the quality, and I know this because I usually record a lot of videos of me dancing and doing practices. And yeah, the quality itself is like getting bad because I have this weird like sticker thing that is hanging for, it's a glass protector, and I guess some of it just broke. And then it just made it look weird. So if you notice a little bit, like it's not really HQ, like, high quality when it comes to that hand reveal. But other than that, a face reveal is something that, of course you guys don't really care. I mean, you can easily find, I would say easily find, but if I don't usually give information at all, unless you're like my closest friend. Unless you're like, related to me, yeah, of course, a face reveal is not really the biggest deal at all. And when it comes down to anybody hacking or whatever, and this is Vince's face. No one cares, okay? No one cares of who is this, like, Asian Italian man that is, showing his, like freaking pink skin face, ain't nobody caring, okay? Like, literally it's just, not really something that is like, the biggest hype or whatever. And usually, I think it's best to actually not show my face, as that could be like, I just hate looking at, videos of me talking when it comes to talking to the camera. And, especially when I did one of those essays or, those speech exams. I hate those. I hate really just looking at the camera like, okay, today's speech is, and I just see my freaking face talking. I'm just like, God, I just don't want to look at this. This is why I'm not an actor. And also the reason why I ain't doing no freaking comedy stand-ups, as I'm still into those, but it's just like it's something that I really can't really get into, because I just don't like watching my freaking face talk at all when it comes down. And pretty much there's most people that are like that, like Keanu Reeves talked about not watching his face, and pretty much get pukes a bit when he actually does see his his own movies or stuff like that, that kind of deal. And I'm not really into, close to that, into the extreme, like in that sense. But I'm also one of those people that, especially watching my videos, I don't really watch myself at all at much. So when you're watching my videos, a lot of times I have no idea what's going on or what's the details of stuff that I miss. I guarantee you, the amount of videos that I made, there is a lot of flaws. There is a lot of things to fix. 100%. There's a lot of things to edit out. Anybody got time for that? Especially, that's below my pay grade. You think I'm going to, like, I'm going to edit this out and just re-upload it? Nah, ain't gonna happen. Okay, just leave it there. Okay, the imperfections is what makes it perfect. I guess that's a quote somewhere. But you know what I mean. When it comes down to showing my face at all, like, it's not really the biggest deal. And also, I just wouldn't be fond for it. I just want to put that out there because, especially for Dreams, I kind of get this weird feeling like I probably know why he showed his face or did a face reveal in the most randomest moments. You think he would do a face reveal like when he hits, like, I don't know. At least for me, if I would face reveal, I just hit 100,000 subscribers and boom, and that's it. But I think there's other ways to actually really do it for him. And it's one of those, one thing that I know of why that Dreams did a face reveal, him being the mystery man behind the mask for all these years, is basically because maybe he just wants to go out. He wants to actually, go to conventions, and the only way to do that, he doesn't need to worry about wearing a freaking mask, especially how freaking hot out there it is. And like, he just, that's pretty one of the reasons why, like, especially the whole entire Dream squad, like how they show their face. So why not Dreams, And of course, a lot of people are commenting him. That's kind of like one of the worries. I'm like, oh God, people are really gonna talk about this freaking moment that happened in the internet of Dream's face reveal. Like, people just making fun, talking about how he looks like the enemy from Shrek or whatever. I don't know. Like, he looks normal to me. If anything, he looks kind of cute. He looks attractive enough. He looks like, I guess, a regular. I don't know. He just looks normal. Okay, just like a normal college kid to me, if anything else. But with all these jokes and people like joking about him, oh my gosh, what is he? Look how pale he is, or whatever. I'm like, it is what it is. People just making fun and stuff like that, and that goes within the internet, especially the amount of memes that was kind of hilarious to see as he does his face reveal. But I wouldn't say like it's a big deal at all. And, maybe he just wants to go out. And that's the thing. Especially doing that Dreams gathering, or I would call it Dreams gathering. I don't know what his squad is, okay? You think I'm part of the Minecraft community? Hell no! But Twitchcon just happened. And Twitchcon San Diego, one of the first gaming conventions that I have ever been to, especially Twitchcon San Francisco, if anybody remembers that, yeah, they're finally having their convention. I think they had like two, one in the Netherlands, and this time officially in Twitchcon in San Diego. And I don't know what's happening there. I heard a bit of drama here and there, especially surrounding the whole Keffels thing. I don't know what's up with Keffels. Like, I don't know who she is. I don't care. Yeah, she's part of my community, but I heard this whole thing with Ricada, that she's the one that started, like, banning Ricada Law, and his channel was like, especially for a channel that has like, 100,000 subscribers and just got banned and came back actually. But, this whole thing about what's going on with Keffels, like, damn, it's just a lot. And I try my best not to really talk about it. I know I'm not supposed to talk about certain controversies, but in the VinzTalk, I gotta get real, okay? Come on, I'm an adult. I gotta talk about certain things. And really, and I'm always like, very transparent when I am talking about those things. But a lot of times, I just don't care enough to actually know what the hell it is. Okay, so I'm just saying, well, Kevils did. I don't know what's going on. Okay, bada boom, and I play dumb, boom. But really though, that's what I heard. Okay, I'm just telling you what I heard from all the drama and whatever, and especially surrounding TwitchCon. But I heard a lot of big things, and I'm kind of interested to see more of what's going on. When I do actually have some free time to check what's going on in TwitchCon right now, I'm dealing with, and I probably forgot to really put this out there in the beginning of this video. Just talking about myself and stuff, that I've been dealing with these essays. I'm in midterms right now, so yeah, especially how, a lot of times I just don't feel like I'm in college anymore. I've been in college and long enough to know that, man, I just don't feel like ever talking about it or ever addressing or stuff like that. You can tell what the theme here. Okay, man, Vince is not really in the mood to actually explain anything. Exactly. I'm not in the mood to explain why the hell I'm still in college, or why Dream show his face, or why I mentioned Keffels in the first place. I don't know. This is VinzTalk. You're just hearing just me barking. Arr, arr, arr. Anyways, other than that, pretty much been busy with college and midterms, and man, it's been taking a toll on me. I can tell you that, especially for my two favorite classes. It has a way. Listen, if YouTube was a midterm, or like if YouTube was a class for for if one of my semesters, there is ways to make it not fun. That's for sure. Moving on, gaming news, or if you can call it that, Mario. We gotta talk about that Mario movie, the trailer, and it was a very good one. I was kind of like very a little bit scared here and there to know like how it would turn out, especially knowing Chris Pratt. Listen, there is a good amount. There's a lot of freaking Italian actors. Come on. And you got Chris Pratt? Like, seriously? Trying to do a freaking Brooklyn accent? You could have me. You could have had, me. Come on. Just hearing my voice, you would think you think Mario would be my uncle. Okay, at this point. And of course I do have an uncle named Mario. A couple of them. But, you could have just choose anyone else that is way more Italian. I don't even think Chris Pratt is Italian. He could be little. He could be one of those people that's like, oh, I'm probably half Italian, or half German, and what, those people, okay? But at the same time, you could have just bring somebody that's legit part of the culture, like freaking Joey Scarletta, oh man, I'm Italian, forget about it, that kind of thing. Vito or Pesci or somebody, man, that would be dope if you actually got somebody from The Godfather, or from those mafia movies that I grew up, to actually be in the movie. You could have got those, or me. Oh man, that would be dope. But then again, you wouldn't get you would be getting the Jersey Italian. But at the same time, there is a batch load of Italians. You could have got any of them. It could have been perfect. People are still talking about Charles Martinet or something like that, the original voice for Mario. But for this one, I get it. And Chris Pratt is a cool guy. It's just that just freaking Mario, okay? It's Mario, Luigi. Could have got somebody from anybody, either somebody from the Sunny in Philadelphia or Friends, or just East Coast creators itself. But Chris Pratt, I don't know. I really don't know. I get it. There's certain voices, especially here in Toad's voice. It's kind of weird that Keegan is playing him. But it actually fits, especially Bowser playing at, being voiced by Jack Black. That really hits well. So there might be some transformations here. I just still don't understand why that, especially with the announcement, I think last year about this movie, that they would have famous people that are not really into the voice acting realm. Sure, it would make sense, if you put top tier voice actors Vic Mignogna or Monica Real. I don't know. I only know Vic Mignogna, okay? That's the only guy I know. That's my man, okay? I only know Vic. You could have him play as Mario. That could have been dope, but then again, there's going to be a cancellation and stuff like that. But Chris Pratt? You just got a freaking Chris Pratt here? Seriously? I can't see him as Mario even if I tried. But, that's just another rant for another time. But I'm trying to understand the voice. He only said a few words. It's very vague. I'm still waiting for, a second trailer. And I swear, this freaking Mario voice, it better sound more freaking Italian than me, because I'm just trying to understand, what is it that you're trying to capture? Are you trying to... it's definitely not the Yahoo! Or nothing like that. It's it's 100% probably like Chris Pratt's voice with a little bit of, Brooklyn schman to it, okay? A little schman to it, okay? Just that's it. But this is the kind of like a big deal from Illumination's part and also Nintendo's part when it comes down to this movie. It will be criticized and memed for generations. I don't know if it's going to be the second movie that Nintendo make with Super Mario's back in the 80s, I believe. But for this one, I don't know. It could be a different whole ballpark for sure, and I don't know what to expect. Okay, we haven't heard Anya Taylor's voice. We haven't heard like Luigi's voice. I don't think we did. He was there, present, but we didn't hear his voice. We didn't hear anyone else, of course, and how it would all be implemented. I believe the most voice that we heard was Jack Black and Keegan. And that's it. In Mario, you just so small. But that's supposed to be the highlight. I don't know if it's going to be like a freaking isekai. I'm just imagining like, Chris Pratt himself in in New York City, because, you got to bring some Italian, reference in there in terms of like Italian Americans, like New York City, Jersey, or Philadelphia, shoot, California, Texas, or whatever. And, all of a sudden, dies from from a wrecking ball or something, boom, and then actually comes alive and reforms into a body that is freaking Mario. And then, I'm just picturing them doing this certain story effect where someone dies and they just, been reincarnated into Mario. And I'm just like, how is that supposed to be real? What is happening? I don't know. I don't know what to expect for this, Super Mario movie. But I'm just wondering how they're going to really play this out with the representation of who Mario is, of what he, especially especially in a country where literally the majority, one would say is like whites in itself, but I believe and I'm just saying this because who I am, that having just the amount of Italians inside of this country that you would actually you have to choose some, but then you choose Chris Pratt, and I'm gonna be honest, is he Italian? Is he not? Pratt Chris doesn't sound Italian to me, okay? Unless you spin it a little bit like a Pratatino or something. I don't know. That's just me. That's Vince speaking, okay? I'm just saying. But I really am curious to see more what this movie has. The visuals look nice and stuff like that. But I just still want to kind of see more. It's not enough, okay? I don't even know what the penguins are. That's how I'm very off. And I'm not a Mario fan, okay? Even though I grew up playing Mario, I'm not a Mario fan, okay? The amount of emulators don't have Mario in them. But it is something that is pretty big when it comes down to gaming or culture in general. Anyways, moving on. We got, I don't know why I put this. I put Need for Speed and it features A$AP Rocky. It's not every day that you actually see a video game that actually features any rappers at all. I don't know if anyone see this for Need for Speed. I'm not into it. But I'm really trying to catch up to the new games that are, coming in. Especially, I remember seeing a beta for Street Fighter 6. And that's it. I mean, I only saw a little bit of it. And I see the characters in their older self. And I'm just like, man, can't wait to see more. But then again, I don't have time because of these damn studies, okay? College classes and all that. Also, Skyrim actually did something. I don't know. I haven't been catching up in the eShop lately, even though I tend to go there during my free time. But Skyrim just happens to be $70 on Switch for some reason. Can it just be free? Can it be free to play? Speaking of free to play, Overwatch 2. So that's something I did not put in this list. But Overwatch 2 is, of course, it's free, but I don't know if it's doing too hot. There's a lot of talk about Overwatch 2 saying it's different this time. It's brand new. It's like you're playing a new game. Even though that it's still Overwatch. It's just that they changed it to Overwatch 2. It's a freaking update. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't know if it's going downhill from here, but I'm just kind of curious. I mean, the characters are doing good in certain areas, which I can't say in this video, but with the SFM characters, it's that's all you need to know. But it's just pretty much as you really hear from me when it comes down to Overwatch, one of my favorite aspects of it and everyone else is the characters. But with the new characters, I haven't really caught up to it. I haven't caught up to Overwatch. I just been not really getting into, like, when it comes down to my Switch, the only game that I've been playing is Assassin's Creed. I still haven't finished Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but I'm trying to finish it. And what else? Oh yeah, animation stuff or animation news. I've been catching up on One Piece. I'm trying to finish the whole like Lost Ark or anything, or not Lost World arc, but literally I'm in the area where the episodes, which is like, I don't know, episode 500 or something, where it's about Luffy's childhood. It's pretty cute, okay? Especially after that whole thing about Marineford, man, that was heavy. But moving on, yeah, I want to talk about Ace Acel's new animation that he made. It was a pilot, and listen, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name. God's watching me, but the son of you know who, okay? That's all I gotta say. And also, of course, in the non-Christian translation, it's basically called the Son of Satan, okay? Or TSOS. I know there's no acronyms needed, but still, do you really want me to say the name? When watching it looks pretty cool. But one thing I found out, is it true that they just choose something satanic or hellish? Like, I don't know if this sort of reminds me of, like, especially how Hell of a Boss had their own pilot and it was doing big. I don't know if Acel is actually doing that same effect when it comes to the whole hell theme or whatever. And I'm not into the whole hell theme, but Hell of a Boss and also Hazbin Hotel, which is a good example of using hell themes and actually making it see if it pops. It's kind of like that. And it kind of reminds me in a sense of that. It also has cute characters as well. And, Acel is my boy. I really hope one day to collab. I'm just like, not in a good area to collab with anyone at the moment. And I wish that would change, but I'm going to sound like a broken record. But yeah, I need a freaking studio. I need a scheduled studio, and also I need my own place if I'm going to record with other people. That's the thing. But it looks nice. It's just that, can I just, like, have some stuff that is not very hell related or something? Does it has to be like this? Kind of sad, but it's dope. It's just that, man, my, guys watching me like, why are you into these things? Why are you into these things, Vince? Look, listen, I just get those feelings, okay? I don't mean to sound crazy, freaking Angelus, or what do they call it? Angelus or Angelicus, or one of those people with, in the sermons, but like, God's watching me. Like, Judgment Day is sort of coming, okay, from what it looks like out there. I mean, climate change and, everything else. I don't know. I'm just like, was watching this and I really like it. Want to see more, but the name is just like something that would summon the demons in my room, which I don't want. Okay, I already have demons. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Moving on, miraculous. Miraculous news, which is something I never actually usually talk about, but here I am talking about Miraculous Ladybug, which I haven't done in the longest time. But from what I heard, this is the few stuff I heard. I just add this for filler, okay? And it's about the whole, with the new Cat Noir, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, what is that? And also there was like a Ladybug Season 5 promo, and there's a bunch of new stuff going on in freaking Miraculous Ladybug. If only there was a place easy to actually freaking find these episodes. And also, I know for a fact that I'm just done reviewing Miraculous Ladybug, but there's gonna be a part of me if I do watch a new episode where I'm just like, yo, I gotta talk about this. I really do. And I miss Miraculous Ladybug. I'm still waiting for freaking 2024 when they do this Olympic episode, because it is based in Paris, and the Olympics for 2024 is in Paris. So it has to be fitting, especially for one of the biggest animations out there being Miraculous Ladybug. But I don't know what's gonna happen. Also, I heard that for some Scooby-Doo news, if anyone's into Scooby-Doo, if anyone's into that, look, I just gotta put something LGBT plus related in here, and it's about Velma. And apparently, she came out as lesbian, which I don't know what that means, but I'm like, yo. I mean, there's a part of me where I'm like, yeah, that's. Listen, I don't like virtual signaling, okay, at all, especially when you're trying to use original characters. But I mean, Velma hasn't really fallen in love to really anyone, or at least I don't remember. Because listen, I am not into Scooby Doo. That ain't my ish. But for Scooby Doo, Velma, as I'm reading here, Velma's, being coming out as lesbian and pretty much, I didn't know that was gonna really happen at all for the show, but I guess that's the norm for most shows. Okay, you might as well make Pac-Man bi. Okay, he might be back. What? Sorry. Oh man, that's a joke for y'all. Okay, I think that we can end it there. And also, I heard there's some news for Cyberpunk 2. I know this is supposed to be for for gaming news, but you know what? F it. We're just gonna mix everything up. I'm just gonna catch everything that I miss, and I don't care, okay? Everything that I miss, I'm catching up right now, right here. It's happening. It's going down. I got nothing to talk about anymore. Anyways, I'm done. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. Hope you enjoy my shenanigans. Please don't cancel me. And other than that, I'll see you when I see you. One love and a peace.